Hey everyone, it's Evangeline right here at etrailer. Today we have the Kuat Grip 6 Ski and Snowboard Carrier, and we're taking a look at how it fits here on our 2024 Subaru Outback Wagon. If you're looking for a carrier that makes it a lot easier for loading your skis up and onto the roof of your Subaru, this is going to be a very good option for you because of how it slides out. While there's a lot of security features to this carrier to protect your skis and your boards, this is still very easy to use. So here we're just gonna unlock our carrier. We're gonna just push up on that lever, and then on the inside there's this little lever that we press. And that way we are able to slide our entire carrier out to the side of our Subaru. So when you want to carry up to 6 sets of skis, that's a lot of skis and a lot of weight and a lot of space that those skis take up. So this design is especially helpful for when you need to carry more skis or more boards. And during the warmer seasons, you can also use this for your fishing poles, and in that case, you can carry even more for a single trip. While this can technically carry up to 6 sets of skis or 4 boards, what you're actually working with, especially on the Subaru, is a usable pad length of 28 inches. And when Kuat says 4 boards, what they mean is with the bases on top of each other. So as you can see here on our Outback, that might not work for our roof rack here. We are currently using the factory roof rack, and if I had my boards stacked up base to base, we would make contact with the roof of our Subaru with our bindings. So with that being said, if you do want to carry more than 2 boards and you have just regular snowboard bindings, what I would then recommend is looking into different types of roof racks that can give you a little extra height compared to what the factory roof rack gives you. Now, with that being said, this does work with your factory roof rack when it comes to the installation and attaching to your rack. This utilizes a strap clamp that does fit around your factory roof rack. So, while you do have a weight capacity of 165 pounds for the carrier, you do have to be mindful of the actual weight capacity of your bars. And then for your other dimensions, if you have, let's say, a board that's a little larger and the bindings is in a weird spot, between the clamps of your Kuat Grip, I have it at about 27.5 inches of space. And that's a distance from one to the other on the inside. So with my snowboard fitting in that dimension, I'm still able to close the carrier, and that secures the board. Now for measurements on height, from the base of the board to the roof, that's gonna be about 6 inches of height, or just barely 6 inches. In fact, I would go for maybe about 5 3/4 inches of height, because there might be a little bit of compression when you secure your boards or when you secure your skis. And that's from these rubber grips along the bottom and the top of the carrier, hence the name Kuat Grip. This gives you a really good and secure fit around your boards, but then you also have a little bit of height options there too. So as I close this, I can actually close it 3 notches. The first one for those thicker bindings or 2 boards stacked up, and then you can go to the second, and then the third where it's all the way flush. And then having that large handle does make it a bit easier to really pull down on the carrier. But the large handle is also helpful if you do have thick gloves or mittens, because you just push on it and then your top flies up to make it easier to grab your boards or your skis. And with that being said, once this is secure in there, I feel very secure about the skis and the boards. Everything is strong, everything is stable. I'm not worried about anything flying off. Now with the carrier, this is gonna sit about 8 inches from the top of the roof to the top of the Kuat Grip. So it is on the more low profile side, so you should have less wind drag and wind noise, unless you have your skis and boards loaded up. I have the Kuat Grip centered on the roof of our Outback, and I think it's a really good fit up here. It fits almost perfectly inside the rails of the Outback, which usually I don't center ski and snowboard racks because that makes it even more difficult to load skis into the carrier. But in the case of the Kuat Grip, it just makes more sense to do it this way since you can slide everything out. So this is probably the route that you would go with this carrier. Just remember that since you can now carry a lot of skis and boards, you're taking up more space now, and you're gonna be a lot less likely to be carrying around any other accessories with this setup. But with all that being said, my personal thoughts about the Kuat Grip, especially with the Subaru Outback, is that this is a really good pairing. It takes up pretty much all the space there on your roof, making for a sleek looking fit on your Outback. Now, with that being said, the Kuat Grip is probably one of the most pricey ski and snowboard carriers on the market. It is that way because it has features that most other carriers don't have, like your different color options, a really stable slide, and a bunch of different security features. So if you're looking for a slightly more affordable option, check out something like the Malone Slope side. That one is gonna be a lot more pared down. It won't have the same sleek look as the Kuat Grip, and the slide is a little bit more wobbly on that one. But if you're looking to carry around multiple skis up to 5 sets and you really want that slide out feature, that's a great way to start. But if you want something that protects your skis and boards and you know that it's gonna be secure and have a good grip on them, that's when the Kuat Grip might be the option for you. So hopefully this video helped explain how the Kuat Grip works on your vehicle. Again, I think it is a really good fit for the Subaru, whether you have the factory roof rack or you installed a different aftermarket roof rack with a little bit more clearance. The measurements, especially for the bindings, will be helpful for that. This was a look at the Kuat Grip 6 Ski and Snowboard Carrier on the 2024 Subaru Outback Wagon.